Today I will present the topic of meat safety issue and good practices from farm to fork in the meat industry. The meat industry play an important role in providing high quality protein and essential nutrients for human health. It is contribute significantly to food safety and economic development. As the global population continues to grow, the demand for meat product is increasing worldwide. However, meat products are highly susceptible to contaminate because they contain nutrients and moisture that support microbial growth. Several food safety concerns exist in the meat industry, including foodborne pathogen, chemical residue, antimicrobial resistance, and cross-contamination. Common foodborne pathogen associated with meat product include Salmonella spp, Escherichia coli, O157 H7, Listeria monocytogen, and Campylobacter spp. This microorganism can cause food poisoning and other health complications in consumers if proper safety measures are not implemented. Therefore, meat safety must be maintained throughout the entire farm to fork chain, including farming, slaughtering, processing, retail handling, and consumer preparation. Effective control measures at every stage are essential to ensure safe and high quality meat products. At the farm level, several safety issues may affect meat quality and consumer health. One of the major concerns is zoonotic disease, where pathogens such as Salmonella spp, E. coli O157, Campylobacter spp, and Brucella mariensis can be transmitted from animal to human through contaminated feed, water, the farm environment, or animal product. Another important issue is the misuse of antibiotic in livestock production. Excessive antibiotic use may contribute to antimicrobial resistance, making bacterial infection more difficult to treat in both animals and humans. In addition, contaminated feed and water can introduce pathogen and harmful substances into livestock, while poor animal husbandry practices such as overcrowding, poor sanitation, and inadequate waste management can further increase disease transmission. To reduce this risk, several good practices should be implemented at the farm level. These include biosecurity measures such as visitor control, equipment disinfection, and isolation of sick animals, regular veterinary inspection, vaccination program, and health monitoring are also important for maintaining animal health and preventing disease outbreak. Furthermore, providing clean feed, safe water supply, and proper housing conditions can reduce contamination risk. Finally, proper animal handling and stress reduction improve animal welfare and contribute to better meat quality and safer meat production. Although contamination may begin at the farm level, this risk can increase further during slaughtering if carcasses are not handled properly. Therefore, the next section will discuss meat safety issues and good practices at the slaughtering level.
Hello everyone, my name is Vaishnavi KARTHIGESU and my metric number is F23B0500 from SBF. One of the major issues in the meat industry is slaughtering practices and animal welfare. Slaughtering is a critical stage because it directly affects animal welfare, meat quality, food safety and consumer acceptance. Firstly, poor handling of animals before slaughter can cause significant stress and suffering. Stress may occur during transportation, unloading, rearage, and movement to the slaughter area. In addition, ineffective stunning can result in unnecessary pain and raise ethical concern regarding animal welfare. Secondly, stressed animals often produce lower quality meat. Excessive stress before slaughter can lead to meat defects such as pale, soft, and exudative PSE meat or dark, firm and dry DFD meat. This condition reduces the market value and acceptability of meat products. Another concern is hygiene. Unsanitary slaughtering environment and improper handling practices can increase microbial contamination, leading to food safety risks for consumer. Furthermore, in halal meat production, slaughtering procedures must comply with Islamic requirements. Failure to follow halal standard may reduce consumer confidence and affect market access. To address these challenges, slaughterhouses should adopt humane animal handling practices, apply effective sanding method, provide regular workers training, maintain strict hygiene standards, and ensure compliance with halal and animal welfare regulations. These measures help improve animal welfare, meat quality, food safety, and consumer trust. Thank you.
So now, let's look into the meat processing. When we look at the entire processing chain, we see four main issues. And the first one is animals are stressed before slaughter. It ruins the meat quality, and if the meat is frozen too quickly, the muscle shock and become very tough to chew. And second, dangerous germs like E. coli can easily spread if workers use dirty tools, which becomes a huge problem for minced meat since grinding is exposed more surface area to bacteria and air. Third, transporting uncovered meat makes it dirty, and if shipping trucks get warm, even for a short time, the meat turns an ugly brown color, roots, and causes massive food waste. And finally, factories create huge amounts of waste from leftover bones, fat, and skin, and simply dumping these scraps into trash field causes severe environmental pollution. Fortunately, we have practical solutions for every single one of these challenges. So the first one, to fix animal stress and tough meat. We must keep animals calm with plenty of water before slaughter and cool the meat down slowly in the chiller so the muscles stay relaxed. To stop the germs from growing, workers must sanitize their knife constantly and keep cutting and mincing rooms freezing cold strictly before 2 Celsius. Next, we can prevent shipping waste by putting meat in airtight vacuum packaging to block out oxygen, while using automatic temperature trackers inside trucks to keep the entire journey perfectly cold. And finally, instead of dumping factory scraps, we can recycle them by boiling down bones and trimmings to create high-quality fat threads, animal feed, or natural flavorings for soup. In conclusion, by grouping these problems together and matching them with smart daily habits like deep chilling, airtight packaging, and recycle waste, the meat industry can become much cleaner, safer, and sustainable for the future.
Retail level is the final critical stage in the farm-to-fork chain where goat meat is directly handled by vendors and reaches to the customers. At this stage, several safety issues can affect meat quality, consumer safety, and health. Temperature abuse in display cases is primary concern as the goat carcasses must be chilled to less than 4 degrees Celsius. Research by OSAC ETEL emphasizes that even minor fluctuation above the recommended cold chain threshold can significantly accelerate the growth of spoilage microorganisms and pathogens like Listeria monocytogenes. In 2026, from Market Growth Report, many traditional markets' poor infrastructure such as cold storage and hygienic facilities, which result in nearly 45% of goat meat being sold without proper refrigeration in certain regions. Number 3, cross-contamination often occurs through improper handling by retail staff or contact with unclean equipment, especially when the same tools are used for different types of meat. Number 4, mislabeling and food fraud. This includes expired products, incorrect storage information, or selling mutton as premium goat meat. Raise serious ethical concerns which affect consumers' trust and safety. To overcome this risk, retailers should implement effective prerequisites program (PRPS), particularly PRP11, which focus on cleaning and sanitizing, and also PRP13 for personal hygiene to reduce contamination risk. Number 2, regular cleaning and sanitation, strict cold chain control, continuous staff training on food safety and hygiene practices. Last but not least, accurate labeling and traceability system enhance consumer confidence and prevent unethical practices. These measures collectively contribute to maintaining meat safety and protecting public health at the retail level. In conclusion, ensuring good meat safety and quality requires effective control throughout the entire supply chain from farm, slaughter, processing and retail to fork. Major risks include pathogen contamination, cross-contamination, microbial growth and cold chain failures. HACCP implementation control aging and proper refrigeration below than 4 degrees Celsius are essential to minimize food safety risks. In addition, animal welfare and honest labeling practices help maintain consumer trust and industry professionalism. An integrated food safety system with strong traceability, continuous improvement, infrastructure and consumer education are crucial for delivering safe, high-quality goat meat and protecting public health.